Okay, imagine this. A technological revolution, but one that's happening maybe 10 times faster, 10 times bigger than the Industrial Revolution.
That's quite the image.
Yeah.
And it really sets the stage for the kind of change people think AI will bring.
Exactly. And today, we're doing a deep dive into the mind behind a lot of this Demis Hassabis. He is the co-founder and, well, the visionary head of Google DeepMind.
Right. Our goal here is to sort of unpack his journey, which is pretty unique. Look at DeepMind's work, some really groundbreaking stuff, and also his vision for the future.
A future powered by AI.
Yeah, and it's complex. You know, it holds these huge promises, almost utopian, but also raises some really fundamental questions for all of us.
So let's start at the beginning, because his background isn't your typical tech CEO story. Chess prodigy at 4.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
And a self-taught coder. Then he creates this hit game, Theme Park, when he's just 17.
So how did that mix the strategy from chess, the hands-on coding, the game design? How did that shape his ambition for AI?
Well, I think it's foundational. That's strategic thinking from chess. It's about complex systems, foresight. Combine that with this deep curiosity about how things work, how intelligence itself works.
Okay.
And that blend led him to co-found DeepMind back in 2010. Their mission was just incredibly audacious.
Which was?
To solve intelligence and then use it to solve everything else. I mean, talk about ambitious.
Wow. Yeah.
And they had early successes, getting AIs to master old Atari games without instructions. That really got people's attention.
Right, in Silicon Valley.
Definitely. And it led to Google buying them in 2014 for, $400 million? A huge sum back then for AI.
And he insisted they stay in London, right? Not move to California.
He did. Which says something about wanting a more, maybe global perspective on AI development from the start, not just the valley view.
Okay, so building on that, DeepMind started hitting these major milestones. We all heard about AlphaGo beating the Go Grandmaster.
Which was huge, yeah. Go's always vastly more complex than chess.
But then came AlphaFold. That felt different. Predicting protein structures.
That sounds like science fiction almost.
It really was a landmark moment. It dramatically accelerated biological research, contributing to an area later recognized with a Nobel. It showed AI wasn't just games, it could tackle fundamental scientific problems.
Directly impacting things like medicine.
Absolutely. But it's interesting, Hassabis himself said he wished things had moved slower in the tech world overall.
Which is fascinating coming from him, right? Someone pushing the boundaries.
It is. And that AlphaFold database, by the way, it's now got over 200 million protein structures, all public. It shows the tangible benefits, speeding up research.
But then came ChatGPT in 2022.
Yes.
Yeah.
That changed everything. It seems it caught even labs like DeepMind a bit off guard.
Really? Even DeepMind?
Hassabis sort of reflected they were maybe too close to their own technology, focused on their long-term AGI goal.
So they didn't see the immediate public appetite for something like ChatGPT. Apparently not quite the scale or speed of it.
Yeah.
But that realization, it shifted things. DeepMind became, as he put it, the engine room of Google. Meaning integrating AI much faster, much more visibly into everything Google does search, assistants like Gemini. It just poured fuel on the global AI race.
That speed is incredible, but it brings risks. And Hassabis was thinking about those risks early on, wasn't he? Didn't he say something to Elon Musk?
He did, yeah. Way back in 2012, he apparently told Musk that if AI went truly wrong, even escaping to Mars wouldn't save humanity. Kind of a chilling thought.
Wow. And that influenced Musk.
It certainly made him think, and it was part of why Musk invested in DeepMind initially. It shows how seriously they were, considering the deep existential stuff even then.
So looking at that, Hassabis talks about artificial general intelligence, AGI, maybe within 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, that's his time frame.
And he links that to something he calls radical abundance. It sounds almost utopian.
It does. A world with breakthroughs in medicine, energy like fusion, materials, potentially solving scarcity as we know it.
But what about the downsides? I mean, mass unemployment seems like a huge immediate concern. And the energy needed for these AI systems.
He acknowledges those, definitely. Yeah. He's candid about the societal impact, the job displacement. He seems to trust in human adaptability, though.
And the energy.
The energy demand is massive, yes. But he argues AI will also create solutions, like for climate change, that will far outweigh its own energy cost. It's a bold counterargument.
So how does society adapt if jobs change so drastically?
His view, if this abundance is shared fairly, is that we'd lean more into, non-utility things. Art, sports, maybe meditation, community, things not tied directly to economic survival.
Interesting. A shift in human purpose, almost.
Potentially. He calls himself a conscious optimist. He believes in human ingenuity, but is aware of the scale of the transition.
So wrapping this up, Hassabis says this AI revolution could be 10 times bigger, 10 times faster than the Industrial Revolution. That hard to even grasp.
It is. And the Industrial Revolution, well, it caused massive disruption, but ultimately, you wouldn't wish it away, right?
Well, probably not.
The key thing now is stewardship. How do we manage this incredibly powerful technology safely, responsibly, make sure the benefits are widespread?
It leaves you with a big question, doesn't it? If AI does bring this radical abundance, frees up our time, what do we do? What new kinds of meaning or purpose do people find when work, as we know it, isn't the main focus? What stands out to you when you think about that?